Hello students, now today we will start a very interesting chapter which you know very well, lines and angles. So many things you know about it and you will learn some new things also here. So I will just try to explain you about the angles, because lines and angles, if you know very well, like line, what is the line and what is the angle. Because angle, I will just take you a quick revision. Angle is a what? When two rays start from a one common point, then this particular band is called an angle. Or I can explain in some other way. Suppose it is a initial point, right? And this initial point is moving like this, with the making a distance from this point. So this is called the terminal point here, because that was the initial point and we are stopping here. So this particular band which is making with the previous position, original position, this particular band is called angle. Means when a line, this is the original position and it is suppose moving like this. So this particular band with the first position is called an angle. It means this particular line has made some band. So this particular band is in mathematics, it is called angle. Now I am coming to the next point. It is called on the basis of degree. We have classified the angles we know very well. Suppose I am saying if angle is less than 90 degree, so we call it acute angle, right? If angle is greater than 90 degree, so we call it obtuse. If angle is equal to 90 degree, then we call it right angle. So it means we have compared with the right angle. First of all, this is the first reference point to classify. Then we have taken the what? Less than 180 degree, or for less than 180 degree we have not given. If it is equal to 180, if it is equal to 180, then we call it straight angle. Straight angle, right? Now suppose now it is equal to 360 degree, then it is called complete angle, right? And suppose it is greater than 180, greater than 180 but less than 360, it is called reflex angle. So these categories we already know. So this is all about the classification of angle on the basis of measurement, on the basis of degree. Now I am coming to the very new topic. Some terms you know very well, you have studied in the previous classes. We are talking about on the basis of pairs of angles. Suppose I am taking two angles or three angles. So what is the name of that group? What is the name of that group? You will talk about those particular pairs of angles. So I am starting from the first one. What is the first one? Suppose I am saying adjacent angle. So how will you define adjacent angle here? What do you mean by adjacent angle? Adjacent angle means, okay, before entering in this, firstly we will try to understand the meaning of adjacent. Adjacent means, I am telling that I will give you just very good example here. Now I am removing this one. Okay, adjacent means suppose there is a room, right? And there is one more room. So how will you say that these two rooms, this is room 1 and room 2, are adjacent? How will you define? So definitely if these two rooms are adjacent, this particular wall which is common in both will express that both rooms are adjacent. If room is like this, means both boundaries are not attached, so we cannot say that they are adjacent, right? Yes, but in daily life we generally say that, because there is nothing between them which is separating. Suppose I am putting here, like suppose there is some other things. Suppose there is a balcony or hall is going, the way is there, so we cannot say that they are adjacent. But if nothing is there, only space is there, so in daily life we can say that they are adjacent. But in mathematics, for particularly for angles, we use that one arm should be common, one side should be common, one edge should be common for adjacent, right? Why I am talking about this one, because some students are confused here. Like for a quadrilateral, suppose I am saying, generally we say that these two angles are adjacent, but they don't have a common boundary, right? But we are talking that they are adjacent angles. In quadrilateral, because in quadrilateral there is no possibility for common arm, right? So we generally see the neighborhood angle. Neighborhood angle is called adjacent in this case. But whenever we are talking about particularly angles, not with a closed figure, we are not talking about closed figure, we are talking about angles. So on that case, we have to see that if this is the one angle A and this is B point I am taking O, and there is one more angle C. So you can see this angle and this angle are having this one as a common arm. So in that case, we can say that these two angles are, angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles because one arm is common. So this is the meaning of adjacent, students. So in this case, I can write here angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Now the next term which I want to define here is called linear pair. Linear pair, what do you mean by linear pair? How can you define it? Because there is a very small change between adjacent angles and linear pair. If you see this one, what the linear pair say? Suppose this is the one angle, okay, OA I am taking, and this OC I am taking same. So these two sides I am not changing the direction, they are on the same position. But what I am doing, this OB side, if this OB side is just opposite of OA, what I am saying, OB side which is on this particular direction, now it is on the just opposite of OA, reverse direction, then in this case is saying that it will make 180 degree angle, right? Straight angle. So these two angles are called linear pairs. This is the particular condition, because linear pairs always say that when the sum of two angles is 180 degree and they are forming a straight line. They are forming a straight line. So we can write here, when two angles, I am writing when two adjacent angles, I think that will be a proper way. When two adjacent angles are forming straight line, if they are forming a straight line, it means they are forming 180 degree, then they are called linear pairs. So this is the best definition to understand, best differentiation. Only this OB will take the direction in the opposite of OA, means OB will be here in place of this. So now this angle is bigger now, but you can see this angle and this angle, both angles are adjacent also, and as well as they are forming a linear pair, means their sum is 180 degree, correct? So this is the second one. So this students always gets a confusion here, so I think it is clear now. Now what is the third one? Third one is vertically opposite angles. So how can you define a vertically opposite angles? Vertically opposite angles, yes, vertically opposite angles are when two lines intersect each other. When two lines intersect each other, they always form four angles, you can see. And you can see this one angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And these four angles are very containing each and everything. Why I am saying each and everything? you can see that angle 1 and angle 3 are forming a linear pair. Why I am saying linear pair? If you just see or hide this one, then this is like a linear pair because they are forming a straight line and it is equal to 180 degree. And if I say angle 1 and angle 2, so I am writing here vertically opposite angles. So angle 1 and angle 2 and angle 4 and angle 3, they are in the opposite direction. This is the simple meaning, vertically opposite angles. So these two pairs are vertically opposite angles and they are also equal always. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. This is the universal truth. Whatever the line is, suppose I am saying this is a line and this angle is 30 degree. So you can say that it will be 30 degree. And you will say that it is because they both are forming what? Straight angle, you know very well. So it is 30 degree, then it will be 150 degree because sum should be 180 degree. And you can see that if it is 150, then it will be 150. It means in whenever you are having line and you are having an intersecting point, four angles are here. So only by one angle, by knowing the value of one angle, we can find the value of other three angles easily by applying linear pair method and vertically opposite angle method, right? So this was the next one. Now I am coming to the complementary angles. Complementary angles, what do you mean by complementary angles? Complementary means, okay, I am writing here fourth category. I am writing complementary angles, and I am writing a supplementary also because they both are behaving in the same way. Complementary means any two angles. Any two angles. Why I am using any two angles? Because any means it can be adjacent, right? It can be a linear pair. But in this particular term, we are just checking any two angles if they are getting a sum as a 90 degree. Means any two angles, suppose there is a one is 30 degree and one is 60 degree, and you can see that the sum of both angles is 90 degree. So we will say that 30 degree and 60 degree are complementary angle. This is the way to write. Now okay, one more way to write it. 30 degree is the complement of 60 degree. Are you getting my point? 30 degree is the complement of 60 degree. Either you can represent like this. 30 and 60 degree are complementary angles. If you want to write in a different way, so we will say that 30 degree is the complement of 60, or 60 degree is the complement of 30 degree, right? So this is the way. It means in complementary angles, the sum of both angles should be 90 degree, whether they are adjacent or whether they are separate. Means they can be like this, two separate angles, right? Or either they can be like this also. So 30 degree and suppose it is 60 degree, they are also forming 90 degree, right? Okay, I think we should make 90 degree properly so you can understand. So in complementary, it doesn't mean that whether they are adjacent or whether they are separate, but the sum should be 90 degree. This is the condition here. For supplementary, the same thing, but the sum should be 180 degree in this case. In this case 90 degree, and in this case 180 degree. Like for example, I am taking one more. What is any example you can take? Suppose I am saying 120 degree and 60 degree are complementary angles, right? So, and you can say like that 120 is the supplementary angles. So we will say that 120 is the supplement of 60 degree, correct? 60 degree is the supplement of 120 degree. So the meaning is very simple, but you have to just remember in complementary we have to see 90 degree sum, and in supplement we have to see 180 degree, right? Now I am coming to the next point. Questions related to supplement or complement, they always ask, because most of questions are formed because students get confusion here. It is somewhere related to logical thinking, so that I think we should do some examples so that it will be perfect for you to understand this particular concept. Now students, you can see I have taken three examples here. In question number 1, you can see that there are three angles which are forming a straight line, right? So definitely they are forming a linear pairs, and if they are making a straight line, it means the sum of all three angles will be 180 degree without any doubt. So we will write here x plus 10 plus x and x plus 20, it is equal to 180 degree. Now I think you can recognize easily that it is a linear equation. So x is coming 3 times, which is 3x, 20 plus 10, 30, and it is 180 degree. 3x 30 will go there in minus because it is in plus, so you will get 150 here, and x is equal to 50. So it means this particular angle is 50 degree. If you want to found this angle, so it will be 50 plus 20, it will be 70 degree, because we will place the value of x in each angle. Here you will write here x is 50, so 50 plus 10, it is 60 degree. So in this way you can find all three angles, but you should know that the sum of three angles will be 180 degree in this case. Okay, now in the second case you can see that there are two angles which are forming a supplementary angle. Supplementary angle means 180 degree. Okay, one thing is also there. What is that point? Means linear pairs are supplementary always, because supplementary says the sum should be 180, but all the supplementary angles cannot be a linear pairs, because linear pair says that they always forms a straight line. So reverse is not true. Like for example, I can give you one more example here. Linear pairs are adjacent angles, right? Because they are actually satisfying the property of adjacent, because adjacent says one common arm should be there. Where is the angle? We don't see there in the adjacent part. Angle can be in different directions, right? But one arm should be common. So but all the adjacent cannot be a linear pair, right? So this is the one way to just understand the difference. Now I am coming to the point. They are forming a linear pair, so it means 3x plus 2x will be equal to 180. So 5x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 divided by 5, and x is 36. If you want to find this angle, so it will be 2 into 36, 72 degree. It will be 3 into 36, 108 degree. Right? Now in the third part you can see there are two lines which have formed four angles, and four angles you know very well that these two angles are vertically opposite, and angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are equal in nature. So angle 1 and angle 3 will be equal, so angle 3 will be 65 degree. Now what is next? Next is angle 1 and angle 2. They are forming a linear pair, because if you see this line, I am removing this one, you can see figure is tilted, but you have to see that figure that these two angles are forming a linear pair. So it means angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Angle 1 you know very well, so angle 2 is 180, and it will be 65, and it is once means 180 minus 65, it will be 115 degree, right? So and it means this is 115 degree, so opposite angle will be 115 degree. So and it is 65, 115 and 115. I have already told you, whenever we are having four angles, when two lines cross each other, intersect each other, and they are forming four angles, so by the value of one angle we can find other three angles easily. So this is all about the pair of angles class. I hope you have understood. Thank you so much for watching this video.